How many snaps did they run in the 14 personnel?
That's only for us.
100% of the snaps.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to 14P Fantasy. I am your host, Justin Wright. Today, we are talking 3 wide receiver rookie sleepers for your startup drafts, for your rookie drafts, guys to keep an eye on that are outside of, that consensus top 5, 6 guys. If you just missed it, actually, Marco did just drop our top 5 wide receiver rankings post combine. Obviously, that'll get updated after the draft as well. But for now, these are 3 guys that did not make that top 5 list. They're really not in our top 6 or 7, but they're guys that should be on your radar. I mean, that's just the truth because this is a deep wide receiver class. Do we have those elite talents? Maybe not. We probably don't have a Jamar Chase in this class, and that's fine because he's, dare I say it, generational. But this is still a deep class that has a lot of depth that is making the second round of rookie drafts actually more interesting than it should have been. So we got 3 guys here. Before we get into it, if you think this sounds weird, the audio is weird, I'm sick. So it does sound weird because I sound weird. Oh, well. Keep moving through it. Also, guys, with the Patreon page, the link is in the bio. Rankings, personalized videos, RB volatility ratings, all that stuff over. Again, check out the link in the bio. And then again, subscribe to the YouTube, follow us on Twitter if you like what we're doing here. Let's get into it. Number 1 on the list, it is Christian Watson. And, if you're really in tune with Dynasty, if you are living, breathing Dynasty, a full 12 months a year, you are probably aware of Christian Watson. However, if you're not, completely plugged in all the time, you're just getting back into it with the draft coming up here, Christian Watson is a guy that has been continually rising up draft boards. Most likely at this point, he's going to be a day 2 pick. If you're not familiar with him, he's a size speed freak. Size in terms of height, obviously not weight. He's not DK Metcalf. However, he has a 96 percentile 40. He's running a 4.36, 98 percentile speed score, 95th percentile burst score. All around, just a great athlete. He is a burner in every sense of the word. I wouldn't be shocked if he landed with the Packers, and if he does, you can forget him being available in the middle or beginning of the second round. He'll jump into the first for a lot of people, especially if he gets first round draft capital. I don't know if that will happen, but it wouldn't shock me. What he does well is, he can take the top off of defense. While he's not the strongest guy, obviously the height allows him to go and pinpoint jump balls. Christian Watson is one of those dudes, he's very similar to DJ Chark coming out of college. He's not crazy refined, but he has the speed. He has the height. He has some of those intangibles that could make him a menace to society if he puts it together. So again, is that guaranteed? I do not know, but you need to keep an eye on where he lands and when he gets drafted, because here's the thing. It should be round 2. If it's not, I'm going to be surprised. But that is Christian Watson. Jumping to number 2 for us, it is Jalen Tolbert. And if you are not familiar with Jalen Tolbert, I don't blame you. He plays at South Alabama. He doesn't play a lot of, good competition. Why should he be on your radar? Well, most likely, again, another guy that should be a day 2 pick. A second, maybe a third round pick if he slips. Again, you can see it here. He's 6'1", 194. He comes in at 23 years old, so he's already a little bit older. That can be a red flag. Again, you obviously want to target early declares typically, but he comes in as an above average athlete, and the reason I like him is we've seen him against NFL caliber talent. We saw him against the SEC, against Tennessee this year, and there's no concerns. I mean, 7 for 143 and a touchdown. Those are the kind of little nuggets you can look for when, with guys coming from these smaller schools. He's an elite route runner. He can go up and get the ball. He can beat press coverage. He doesn't get jammed too often at the line. He does a lot of those little things well, and he's shown even being an average to above average athlete, that's not a problem. Even going up against SEC talent, which is a huge indicator, obviously, for guys that play at South Alabama. He does it against real talent. So Jalen Tolbert is a guy that should be on your radar. Again, an early second to mid-second rookie pick in one quarterback leagues, probably a mid to late second round pick in super flex drafts right now. Again, that can all change if he goes higher than expected in the draft. This last guy is probably the biggest long shot, and it's crazy to think, our cover athlete for this video, it's Justin Ross. Again, 6'4", 205, he's 22 years old. He broke out when he was 18 years old. What we saw his freshman year in 2018 was the best of Justin Ross, and it's not close. I mean, what we saw the following season, again, under 1,000 yards, fine. I'm not going to knock him at 19 years old for putting up still a solid season. Since then, it's just been bad. I mean, obviously, he missed all of 2020 with that spinal cord surgery. He got surgery again in November for a stress fracture in his foot. But it's kind of like Brian Edwards. You look at the early breakout age and think, what if? What if things break right? Given that we haven't really seen him play since 2019, not fully healthy, because again, even coming back 1 year after spinal surgery, in 2021, he was pretty terrible. I mean, a lot of that was due to just god-awful quarterback play and just an all-around terrible Clemson team. But you just have not seen him dominate. And again, he's not a burner. I mean, he's slow as shit. He ran a 4.69. And I don't put a ton of stock in 40s unless they're really bad. And that is what a 4.69 is. But again, he is a guy that if he gets healthy, that's an enormous if. If he gets healthy, we've seen he's capable of dominating. So that is what you're taking a chance on. He is a guy you're probably going to get in the third round of your rookie drafts. He's going to be probably a day 3 pick. Typically, those are guys I would like to avoid. When you get to the third round, I tend to go running back. But if he lands in the right spot, Justin Ross is going to be a really trendy sleeper, come May when rookie drafts start happening, or when they should start happening. But that's all I have for you guys. Again, if you have questions, any other sleepers you like, drop them in the comments. We'll let you know what we think about them. Questions, concerns, like I said, drop them below. Follow us on Twitter. Subscribe to the YouTube channel if you like what we're doing here. And as always, thank you for watching, and we will see you next time.
How many snaps did they run in the 14 personnel?
That's only for us.
100% of the snaps.